right, we are in Mexico. We just went through Nogales. We got through all the checks and everything. It was honestly super easy, huh?
Pretty quick, yeah. Everything was super quick. Fast.
Met up with the ranch owner, and he helped us get through everything. And super simple. They didn't shake us down or anything like that. They didn't even check our ammo. They just checked the gun, confirmed serial numbers, and we were on our way. So we're headed to Magdalena now. We'll fill up our fuel cans, get whatever last minute items, you know, like Tecate, something like that, I don't know.
Some limes.
And then we're headed to the mountains right here. Well, way past those ones, and then we'll be back when we are on the ranch and getting after it.
Dos plumas las que tengo en la mano, unas para escribir los versos, otras para empezar el viaje. Y me llega un efecto al cerebro que me pega al instante. El efecto en mi mente desarrolla en caliente, en mi reloj va marcando 4:20. Y me forjo un gallardo feliciano, saque el lumbre.
A little windy up here. Maybe really windy up here. We just got to the ranch. It was one long ass drive, not only from northern New Mexico, but from Deming to even the port of entry, and then even longer on the ranch roads, of course. We were shooting for 2 a.m., but ended up on the freeway probably by like closer to 3, but we still made it in time to glass for the evening on the first day. So definitely not used to everything being green, and glassing in a t-shirt in February, out of the ordinary for us. And the stuff we're looking at doesn't look like anything from where we usually hunt Coues deer in the Gila. We're looking at like oak, lots of cat claw looking bush, a lot of desert willow, but official first glassing session. So seen plenty of deer coming in right off the road. Actually, this stuff is way thicker than I thought it would be. Come here. It's way too white to be something, but come look at this. It almost looks like
a rack in a tree.
Yeah,
I seen it.
what is that?
No,
it looks like a chalk deadhead in a tree, huh?
That's what I thought. I looked at it already. Know exactly what you're talking about.
The fuck is that?
I was just looking at Onyx and kind of trying to see. It seems like they glass from this other side and kind of look back up in this cut. There's 2 bucks pinned in this little area.
So it's about 2:58 p.m. We're on this glassing spot. We had jumped a couple bucks and a couple does on the other side of this next hill, and they had went over that right there, if you can see that saguaro cactus. But I just wanted to take this moment to point out the fact that it's February. I'm pretty sure it's February, right?
Doesn't feel like it.
And we got nightshades that are flat out blooming, ladybugs on the nightshades, flowers, greenery, sequoia right here, a pipe cactus right here, some kind of mesquite. It feels like it's like 80 degrees out here, and that's making it hard to find some bucks, if I don't say. I don't even know what kind of tree this is. It looks like some kind of like cherry blossom tree. There's no leaves on it, but you can see the flowers. All right, we found a couple deer already this morning. Day 2. Isaac actually saw a buck 80 yards off the road when we got to this glassing point. Nothing crazy, but a good start nonetheless. There's also a couple javelinas down in the cut right below us, but hopefully we find a buck around, somewhere around her, keeping tabs on her. We've located a pretty decent buck bedded in there. Only problem is, it would be pretty rough getting to him, and we haven't picked him up since he bedded again. But he is right in there. You'll see like this V shape right here, and he's right in this shady side. Haven't seen him move across, but we're gonna keep tabs on him and look at all this other stuff. It's really big country in here. Ended up getting to the top here and can't really see shit, so this sucks. And your boy needs a aortic valve replacement. Late start this morning. Got kind of worried we weren't going to find anything, but we hiked in to see this hill right here, which is way better because it's not nearly as thick as the stuff we've been hunting and scratching ourselves all up with cat claw and stuff. Isaac picked up a buck pretty quickly, and we tried to make a play on him, but he must have been looking for does because he was moving. By the time we hopped the next couple hills over, he was gone. It is now day, what is it, day 3? Yeah. 3.5? Something like that, but slowly getting better. Let's see what happens. Lost that buck this morning, possibly right in here somewhere. Bedded for the day. So we came over around this side. We're gonna hike up this drainage, get on top of that one, and be able to see that whole bigger mountain. We're loading up the packs now, and then we are gonna hit it. Alright, we hiked all the way back in here, and it looks like a doe got up to change beds, and potentially a buck is bedded, but we can't quite tell. So we're just gonna keep an eye on him, and if he stands up, we'll be able to tell better, but that was fast. Alright, Isaac just took a few shots at him, and they all missed. He is moving up the far hill now. Just kind of walking. Let me see if
I got fucked. Waited this buck out for 2 hours. And then he like moved super quick. He got up. I thought he was going to stand still. So I was settling in on him. And he just started moving. And then he went behind a big tree. So I got back out of the gun because I was looking for him in the binos. And then when he walked out, I kind of was rushed back into getting in the gun and just, I don't know. It was super windy up there. It was kind of calm where I was at, but just windy and sent it right in front of him, I guess. He lives to see another day.
that was a stud too. That sucks.
We woke up a little late today, hauled ass up the mountain. Decided we're going to walk up into this little spot that we thought was going to be good, we could see from. As we did, Cody was kind of getting his stuff ready real quick, and I kind of grabbed the rifle, jumped off, took off. Got up to the top, ended up bumping up 2 bucks, about 150, 180 yards. Turned around looking for Cody. Like, it wasn't something I was looking for. Maybe Cody was. It was 2 good bucks, but not great, not wow, like what we're looking for.
Not driving all the way to Mexico bucks anyway.
Before he can get up to me, deer topped over the ridge and kind of just sat there for a minute looking around, and we're like, let's hike up to this next ridge. So we did, and because I had told Cody, I was like, hey, these 2 bucks topped over this ridge. Want to go check them out? You didn't get a look at them. Maybe it's something you're looking for. So we got set up on top of that ridge, and I'm glassing around for a little bit. I'm like, hey, Cody, I got a buck. And it's a shooter, good mass, good width. I'm going to try to take a crack at him. Cody gives me a range. He's in between that 850 to 900 range. Just didn't work out. Kind of moved up the ridge, topped over. So we made our way back to the side-by-side and drank a cold coffee, had a brunch real quick, and picked this spot and said, hey, let's go walk up into here. It's about 3/4 of a mile away. Let's go get set up, glass, and we're going to stay there all day no matter what happens.
Hence the sunburn.
We end up hiking up in there, and we're sitting there for maybe, I don't know, I'm going to say 5 to 8 minutes. And I'm glassing everything. I'm looking around, kind of panning a little too fast for what should be normal at this time of year looking for Coues deer. And I catch a glimpse of something as I'm crossing, and I come right back to it, and I'm like, all right, I got a doe, Cody. Like, just a doe, but maybe there's something else. And I look over to the left of it, and I'm like, hey, Cody, I got a buck. And he's bedded down, and it's a shooter. And he goes, there's kind of, I can see what you're talking about, but I don't really think
there was some brush behind him, so I couldn't quite tell if he had antlers, but it looked like it. But since there was a pile of brush, like dead brush behind him, I was like, let's see if he moves and see if his antlers move with him, and we'll know for sure. Which it did.
We watched him for 2 to 3 minutes before he even moved a muscle.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
there's no way you're just spotting this dude without having seen that doe first.
Dead calm, doe's moving around, just no movement. So I tell Cody, I'm like, I'm going to make a move. I'm going to move up here. So we didn't bring radios with us. One of the biggest things in Mexico you got to bring with you is radios. We've seen it on a million videos. We planned on it. I talked about it, had radios that I was going to bring
No
to work.
signal at all, so it's not like you can text or anything.
Yeah, at all. So I was going to bring some work radios that have really good range, headsets, all the whole 9 yards. I just woke up a little late on our leaving day to get down here, and I forgot them. Just left them in the work truck. They're sitting on the center console as we speak. So that's a different story. We're already past that. Get up in there. We made a flagging method. We pulled out a mountain house, and it was like, this side is, they're still there. Hands up. He already moved. So I cut off 150 yards, get set up at 700, and I'm laying there.
In the sun. That
In the
looked brutal.
dead sun, have my hoodie on, slid it up over my head. I mean, I'm dying. I'm readjusting every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes, checking my camera, checking the phone, watching them, checking out the doe, where she's moving, where he's turning his head to. And I'm like getting frustrated. Big buck, great buck. We got plenty of footage of him. I mean, I think I got over an hour of film on him just on my phone alone. So just waiting him out. When he finally stood up and kind of moved off to my left side, his right, he started moving straight north. He stood up. As soon as I thought he was going to stood up, hit record on my phone again, jumped over onto the gun, got ready, and he stood up, stood right in front of a bush, just gave me no shot. Got in some thick brush, and I was waiting, and it was like 2 minutes, and I'm like, let me go look for him in the binos. So I jump in the binos, and he cuts across the opening real quick, and I'm like, man, let me jump in the guns. Jump in the gun. Had a great shot opportunity at 700 yards, and as soon as I jumped back in the gun, just kind of straight up rushed it. Just rushed it. It was my own doing, rookie mistake. I've made shots from 7 to 900 yards plenty of times and just got a little too excited. The buck everybody looks for coming down to Mexico had an opportunity at it, and plain
Get a little
straight
worked
up
up, yeah.
blew it. Kind of been out of shape about it. Hurt it myself. I mean, I sent 3 shots downrange, first, second, started correcting myself, and just didn't happen. It wasn't my day out there on the range, and it wasn't his day to come back to the ranch house. Maybe it's tomorrow. We might turn him up in the morning and have another shot at him, and Cody's gonna have first crack in the morning. So whatever he shoots at, we're bringing it back to the ranch house. After that, we got 2 full days.
2 full
left.
days, yeah.
So we're trying to kill a deer a day. If we killed 2 tomorrow, it'd be great, God willing. You know what I mean? But we're on a deer a day diet right now. Probably be a lot easier off the bog pod.
I'm ready when you are.
Go ahead. Shot over his head, right over his head. Same spot. Same spot. You're hitting way high. Right over his neck. Low.
I'm out.
Here. He's on the skyline to the right. To the right of the tree. Still standing there. You see him?
Yeah. Well, we're on the same boat. We both glassed up a solid buck, and we both missed him. So you're back up to bat. So this is the angle we're shooting from right here. And then shooting up to literally, if you can see it, that peak right there. Yeah. So we're thinking that maybe, looking through the scope all messed up. They're flying straight over his back, all of them.
Yeah.
Even when I compensated with the following shot under him, it was still flying under his back. So
yeah, just the parallax is jacked, I think.
Definitely.
Just our angle of eye relief was just not right.
Definitely should have, I think, used the app to compensate for that angle. But let's find another one. Like, post a comment, hit that notification bell when you subscribe so you can see part 2 to see if we get it done, because this post-rut February hunt turned out to be a little bit of a grinder, but we make it happen.